Hi everybody, it's Betsy with Let's See Tarot. I wanted to do a reading for you today. Let's do a reading for the person on your mind. We haven't done that in a while. So we'll do a reading for the collective, for the person on their mind. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a fairly new channel. And if you like what you see or connect to the energy, please subscribe, like the post, comment. I love reading comments. I do try to respond. You can ring the bell and you're notified when I post. Okay. The person on your mind. Oh my goodness, my heart is already racing. Okay, let's see. Well, this deck I'm using, it's called the Star Maiden Tarot. Okay, so we've got Three of Swords, heartbreak. You've experienced the heartbreak already. So the Three of Swords is, it's not like this pain is coming. You've already experienced it. Knight of Cups. Could be that the person that you were dealing with that brought this energy to you. The Knight of Cups is could be a very sincere apology or an offering of some sort, coming from the heart, because the cups are about the heart. Knight of Cups. This also could be, sometimes the Knight of Cups, you know, the Knights are all about energy coming towards us, and the Cups are about love and relationships. And sometimes this energy can be love bomber, you know. So maybe that could be part of the heartbreak. This is about what's on the person's mind. So they're experiencing the heartbreak, actually. I need to reframe this. They're experiencing this energy of wanting to bring their cup. And what's in that cup could be an apology. They're seeing you, the Eight of Pentacles. This is about working. Oh, they could be distracting themselves with work. You could be working, moving on, and they're feeling that. This person, I believe, is heartbroken. And I think they're maybe working towards you, or, you know, working to distract themselves from, you know, what they know they need to do with that Knight of Cups. Okay. The Lovers. So this is a deep connection. This is a soul connection. The Lovers is about choices. So, you know what I'm getting is, I don't normally say this, but this person is all in their feels. I'm hearing that. They're in their feels. The Death card. Something ended. Look at this. Look at this Death card. This person right here is like, I'm sorry. You know, I think this person is sorry about the ending that you experienced with them, with that Death card. That's such an interesting Death card. And, you know, he's in a boat. Here she's in a boat. And, you know, look at all that rocky water. You know, this person realizes that they brought a lot of turmoil into your life. Caused a lot of hardship. Yeah. And you walked away with the Eight of Cups. You walked away. You know, because those cups weren't serving you anymore. They might have been feeling good in the moment, but you realized that they weren't for you anymore. Okay, So what's underneath the heart? The Three of Swords. Okay, so under the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak, we get the Seven of Swords. This is about deceit. This is about lies. This is about stealing. This is the Thief of the Tarot, you know, and because it's about the mind, it's like, you know, I'm feeling like this person played mind games with you and there was deception involved. It could be that, you know, they would say one thing, but it, you know, their behavior was another. You know, that this person is what's coming out as the reason for the heartbreak, and they're realizing their deception. They're realizing that their deception caused this heartbreak. They broke their own heart. So Knight of Cups, and underneath that is the Chariot. You know, that's forward movement once you have built a strong foundation. So this person is gathering up the courage to come towards you. Okay, the King of Swords. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. This could be the energy you were dealing with. You know, the King of Swords he can be cold. He's a very logical person. He just, you know, he thinks with his mind. There's sometimes, you know, with the King of Swords, it's like, where's your heart in all this? You know, like so cutthroat. You know, it could be also that this person, you know, I do feel like this is the energy of who you were dealing with. See all those, I keep seeing all the butterflies, and that is the sort of truth that he's holding. So maybe this person is going through some sort of a transformation in their mind, and they're seeing the truth. They're working towards that. Under the Lovers, we have the King of Wands. It could be this type of energy that, you know, you had to choose to walk away from. The King of Wands can be very, I love the King of Wands. Like a healed King of Wands is fantastic. We're talking about enthusiastic, charming, charisma, an entrepreneur, you know, somebody that's willing to get up and fight at a moment's notice, you know, a protective energy with the King of Wands. But on a lower level, they can be a runner. They can be cheating. You know, they don't understand how to control that behavior because they haven't healed that part of them that makes them do those things. They haven't understood why they do what they do. And so I feel like you were dealing with somebody that was maybe hot and cold with the King of Wands and the King of Swords. So very much like yo-yo energy. So this person is realizing all of this because it's about them, the person on your mind. And under the Death card is the Two of Cups. This is the ending of that relationship. They felt this relationship. They knew that this was a connection like any other. You know, the Lovers is a very special connection. These are like people that are magnetized to each other in this life, and they're meant to be together, and they're meant to learn from each other. They choose each other or they don't. You know, it depends on where they're at in their life. And with this Death card and the Two of Cups underneath it, it's like Spirit's trying to let you know, like, you weren't this was real for this other person too. And I think sometimes when somebody has behaved this way, where you know, with the Seven of Swords, it's hard to think like, was that even real? How could someone do that, right? You know, I think this person has a lot that they're working through, and you know, there's reasons why they did what they did, and that's part of their healing. Okay, underneath the Eight of Cups, walking away, we've got the Magician. This person's energy created a rift and you've walked away. It could be, you know, that this person was manipulating the situation as well, not being honest. Yeah. I'm just noticing that snake around the magician. I feel like this person was manipulating the situation, and maybe they've done that their whole life. And I feel like this person is now reflecting on that. So the person on your mind's thinking about you, knowing that they messed up, knowing that they've created an ending of a very important relationship. I do think that they're wanting to apologize. They want to come forward. This person, it's just this death card is getting me, like, I'm sorry. His face, like, he's bringing the rose. The death card is about an ending, but it's also, it could be about a new beginning. So it's like, and it's coming over on the boat, and it just feels like this person is very sorry for the ending that they created. I didn't know what I had until it was gone. It's coming out. I want an opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands is very much like an energy of expansion and long-term goals. This person's thinking about their future and how you're not in it. This King of Pentacles. You've got 3 kings now. And the King of Pentacles is from the earthly realm. He's created his life. He's grounded, he's structured. But, again, like in a lower energy of the King of Pentacles, they can be quite selfish. And I want what I want when I want it. And, maybe this person had an old mindset in their mind of like, this is just life. This is how I handle it. I've done it my whole life this way. It's what's worked for me, but really their life, it's been full of avoidance. And they think that what they're everything that they have that's tangible is what they're, hold on. Sorry, this is coming in fast. It's like this King of Pentacles had become greedy. That it's like transactional energy, an opportunist. They were navigating through life as an opportunist. And they've had a Tower moment. With this Tower, it's like a sudden realization. Something's happened in this person's life, and it's got them reflecting on you. And I think they're realizing, like, this was a powerful connection that I was experiencing, and I messed up with the way I handled that person. They handled you all wrong. Judgment. The Judgment card. This person is having probably an awakening. Yeah, with that Judgment card, it feels like, and it's right over the Death card, maybe this person, I'm sorry, maybe this person, move this down a little, has realizations with the Tower and the Judgment and the Death card. They could have, it seems like maybe this person has had time alone to reflect because of this Tower moment. Maybe they've had some sort of awakening through this ending. It's like that person couldn't understand your connection until you were gone. And so it's like once your energy was taken, and it's like, I think this person thought, well, it's like this energy of, it's fine. I can just move on from this. I have other things I can handle or deal with. I have other people in my life. Like, it's fine. Go. Right? Like that energy came out. But it's like your energy, you moved away from that. It's like you finally were like, okay, I'm gone. And then it's like that set the stage for that person to go through this transformation of their mind. Your energy moving away from them and being, you released this person. and they're feeling it. They are feeling it on a very deep level. It's in their soul. Ooh, I think you're haunting this person. It's like, not in a bad way, not that you're trying to. It's like this person, it's like they didn't realize what they had until it was gone. And they're really feeling what it's like now to not have your energy at all. And they're now understanding that it was their behavior that pushed you away to begin with. They want to come together. Like, you feel like home to this person. You know, there was maybe a lot of distractions in this person's life when you left. Like, you were probably thinking, you know, well, they don't really care anyway. They've moved on. They had all these other things in the background. There's something about that. But, you know, there's nobody like you. There's nobody that makes this person feel like this. You're home to them. You make them feel safe. And they lost you because they couldn't reciprocate that. They didn't know how to handle you. You know, you weren't safe in their hands or in their heart. But they definitely were safe with you. And they're realizing that. They want to work together with this Three of Pentacles. I think you may have blocked this person with the Seven of Wands. You know, you definitely pulled back your energy and you were just done. The Wheel of Fortune, you know, this is destiny. Like, you were meant to go through all this with this person. They were meant to meet you. You were a catalyst for this person, it looks like. Oh my gosh. The Empress. Yeah. Here, this person's realizing that you're an Empress. That you were everything. You know, what's missing with the Kings is the King of Cups. This person never told you how they felt, probably. It was maybe an energetic connection where you were just kind of going off how it made you feel, and it was probably making you feel really good. And, you know, it's like, this person really loves your energy, and they're able to compare it now to other people now that you've pulled it away. The Temperance card. This is a healing card. This person wants to come forward and I think make it right. Not necessarily like we need to be together, but I'm sorry for how I've behaved. You're the last person that I would want to do that to. Yeah. You filled your own cup. You learned how to do that. You realize that that's the way to have a good relationship, is filling your own cup. And that person fills their own cup, and you're just together because you want to be. You don't need each other for any other reasons. You're just there for each other, and you're able to experience that reciprocal love, that back and forth, not taking or manipulating or controlling. It's pure. Look who showed up. King of Cups. I think this person's realizing that they love you. And that they loved you all along. You have all four Kings. The only energy that's missing is that Emperor, her counterpart. So when that person rises up to his occasion, his or her occasion, and you know, because this energy is about them, this is where they're at. It's like once they get into that, okay, I'm ready to really go forward with this, and they get into that Emperor energy. I think that's what Spirit's trying to say. They're going to come forward and express what they should have said probably a long time ago. Yeah. So that's the person on your mind. You're very much on theirs. And your energy is fantastic, by the way. And you just keep doing what you're doing, which is loving yourself. Yeah? Your heart is open. Even with that pain that you experienced, you've risen into yourself. You're in your authenticity. And that's such a beautiful thing. Good job. gosh. Have a good day.